When Donald Trump first suggested buying Greenland, many people around the world laughed. It sounded like a joke, a headline meant to grab attention. But behind this controversial idea lies a serious geopolitical strategy that could reshape the balance of power in the Arctic and even affect NATO itself. So why does Trump want Greenland? And what could this mean for global security? Greenland is not just a massive island covered in ice. It is the largest island in the world, strategically located between North America and Europe. As climate change melts Arctic ice, new shipping routes and access to untapped natural resources are opening up. This has turned Greenland into one of the most valuable geopolitical locations on Earth. Greenland is already home to the U.S. Thule Air Base, one of America's most important missile early warning systems. From Greenland, the United States can monitor potential missile launches from Russia and defend North American airspace. For Trump, strengthening control over Greenland means strengthening U.S. national security in an increasingly unstable world. The Arctic is no longer a frozen backwater. Russia has rapidly expanded its military presence in the region, building bases and deploying advanced weapons systems. Meanwhile, China calls itself a near-Arctic state and has invested heavily in Arctic infrastructure and research. Trump's interest in Greenland can be seen as a move to block China and Russia from gaining influence there. Beneath Greenland's ice lie vast reserves of rare earth minerals, oil, gas, and uranium. These resources are essential for modern technology, including electric vehicles, smartphones, and military equipment. The United States currently depends heavily on China for rare earth elements. Greenland could help break that dependence. Trump's foreign policy has always been guided by one principle: America first. From trade wars to NATO spending disputes, Trump believes the U.S. should only commit resources where it gains clear advantages. Buying Greenland fits perfectly into this worldview, a strategic investment rather than traditional diplomacy. Greenland is an autonomous territory of Denmark, and Copenhagen quickly rejected the idea of selling it. Danish leaders called the proposal absurd, while Greenlandic officials stressed their right to self-determination. Trump responded by canceling a planned visit to Denmark, escalating diplomatic tensions. Denmark is a founding member of NATO. Any serious conflict over Greenland could strain relations within the alliance. If the U.S. pushes too aggressively, it could weaken trust among NATO allies at a time when unity is critical against Russia. Often missing from the debate are the people of Greenland themselves. Many Greenlanders see opportunity in foreign investment, but not at the cost of their independence. They want partnerships, not ownership. Trump's Greenland proposal reflects a deeper shift in global politics. The Arctic is becoming a new frontline of competition between great powers. What once seemed unthinkable is now part of strategic planning. So why does Trump want Greenland? Because in a changing world, geography is power. And what does it mean for NATO? A test of unity, trust, and the future of collective defense. Greenland may be covered in ice, but its importance has never been hotter. So why does Trump want Greenland? Because in a changing world, geography is power. And what does it mean for NATO? A test of unity, trust, and the future of collective defense. Greenland may be covered in ice, but its importance has never been hotter. Breaking news from international waters. Russia has sent naval warships to guard an oil tanker after it was reportedly pursued by United States forces. This incident is not just about one ship at sea. It reflects rising global tensions, energy warfare, and the growing risk of direct confrontation between two of the world's most powerful militaries. So what really happened? Why was the tanker pursued? And why did Russia respond with warships? According to available reports, a Russian-linked oil tanker was sailing through strategically important waters when it attracted the attention of U.S. forces. American naval units reportedly began monitoring and pursuing the vessel as part of broader sanctions enforcement efforts. Soon after, Russia dispatched naval ships to escort and protect the tanker, making it clear that it viewed any interference as unacceptable. While official details remain limited, the military response itself sent a powerful signal. An oil tanker is not just a commercial ship. It is a floating economic lifeline. For Russia, oil exports are critical to funding the state, supporting the economy, and sustaining military operations. At a time when Russia faces heavy Western sanctions, every successful shipment matters. Stopping one tanker may seem small, but symbolically, it is huge. Western sanctions have forced Russia to adapt. One of those adaptations is the use of so-called shadow fleets. These are oil tankers that operate through complex ownership structures, flag changes, and indirect shipping routes. The US and its allies closely monitor these vessels, attempting to restrict Russia's ability to sell oil on global markets. This pursuit likely fits into that wider strategy. Western sanctions have forced Russia to adapt. One of those adaptations is the use of so-called shadow fleets. These are oil tankers that operate through complex ownership structures, flag changes, and indirect shipping routes. The US and its allies closely monitor these vessels, attempting to restrict Russia's ability to sell oil on global markets. This pursuit likely fits into that wider strategy. Russia's response was immediate and deliberate. By sending Navy ships, Moscow turned a legal and economic issue into a military one. The message was clear: Russian energy exports will be protected even by force if necessary. This was not only about the tanker, it was about deterrence, prestige, and drawing red lines at sea. History shows that naval incidents are among the most dangerous forms of military confrontation. Ships operate close to each other. Radar locks, warning maneuvers, or misinterpreted signals can escalate quickly. A single mistake could spiral into a diplomatic crisis or worse, an armed clash neither side intends. Energy has become one of the most powerful tools in modern geopolitics. Oil and gas influence prices, alliances, and political stability across the globe. Tankers today are not just trade vessels, they are strategic assets. This incident shows how energy security and military power are now deeply intertwined.